Neva is on another level with his magic power. Combined with Goku's biology makes a fierce combination. This is not the same as when the Grand Elder of Namek unlocked Gohan's potential, and this is not the same as when the Old Kai unlocked Gohan's potential or anything quite like that, although I can see there being people confused about it. This is actual magic.
How shall I say this? Guess I'll put it in layman's terms. If I use my powers on a kitty cat that goes meow, he'll go... Get it? In other words, an ordinary cat becomes a lion. So you see? Therein lies my talent. I awaken people's sleeping powers.
Oh, so then you're not really that strong yourself.
You fool! I can take a person far beyond his limits! The bird becomes an eagle! Get it?
Yeah, it's just a little hard to believe.
Young people! A guy like you with the power to break the Z-Sword, I can do something with you. Yes, you have great potential.
Mixed with Goku's DNA. This goes deeper than just his potential. This is Goku's actual biology going down to the cellular level, mutating because of what Neba did. I also want to briefly discuss the tails. In GT's version of Super Saiyan 4, they had to regrow Goku's tail in order for the Brute waves to affect him. In Dragon Ball Daima, the tail is just part of the form, so when Neva unlocked the power within the cells and mutated Goku, it grew the tail just for the form. Later on in Dragon Ball Daima, the same episode, episode 18, Goma uses the magic of the third eye to de-transform Goku, to reverse transform him from Super Saiyan 4 all the way down to base. And when that happens, his clothes reappear and his tail disappears, because Goma figured out how to shut the magic off with his power. Just to clarify some things, this version of Super Saiyan 4, although the hair may resemble Super Saiyan God, there is no connection between the two at all that we're aware of.
Post-editing here, I was watching some of the Geekdom clips that I was splicing and editing. There's an actual good reason why it might be red. And that's because, why wouldn't Neva had God Ki? Damn near everybody on Boo's level has God Ki.
Or is it God Ki? Or is it Demon Ki? Specify.
Well, they're not going to do that. There's not going to be a different...
him specify.
There's not going to be a different version of Demon Ki. But, yeah, Neva would have God Ki by a lot. If it was Neva's magic that activated, and only Neva's, it would be his God Ki going into Goku, making a pseudo-god. And making it the reason why Super Saiyan 4 is that color. How hard is that to figure out?
Yeah.
It's
not
real.
Much of a stretch. You could debunk it.
That's not a stretch.
But you could debunk it.
That guy's a literal god.
This is not a transformation that Goku would have been able to achieve on his own at all, no matter how many years he trained, because he doesn't have the magic knowledge. However, should Goku someday learn magic, Demon Realm magic, that could change things.
It's not specifically Dragon Ball YouTubers as it is just the Geekdom guy. Like, I know a handful of his friends knew specifically about the leaks because he knew about the leaks. And I don't know how many other people had the same leaked information. And this isn't a video specifically hating on him as a person or a YouTuber. Well, him as a YouTuber. That's definitely, because how he answered some of the questions in those live streams were kind of stupid. And then outside of live streams,
the live streams themselves were dumb, retarded questions. I watched that live stream.
yeah, and then you got him doubling down on the concepts in the live stream. In the previous video we made, I put in 2 clips of both Krillin and Gohan getting a potential unleash from a fellow Namekian who happens to be the big cheese of all the Namekians.
Guru.
No shit. So, the whole concept that didn't make any sense to me is, no matter what he did, whenever he got asked what the form was, he would
Super
say...
Saiyan 4.
Duh. Super Saiyan 4, he would say it's a mutation activated by magic that only Neva could do. Or only a person with a certain magical ability can do.
Only he could activate it.
Episode 19 rolls around, and then he activates it. And I could see the argument. Neva doesn't actually have to hold his hands out in order to have the form pop out.
I don't think he was there.
No, I mean like Tamagami 2 and Tamagami 1. I think it was 1. No, yeah, it was 1. Tamagami 1, Tamagami 2. Tamagami 2 actually got the amp. And during the amp with Tamagami 2, Tamagami 1 happened to get the same amp at the exact same time because they happened to be fighting at the exact same time.
No, he
So he was-
preemptively activated
Yeah,
it.
so he's
It
away.
wasn't a Neva
I know,
thing.
no, that's the thing. That's the 50-50. So he's away from him, and technically he activated the magic. So I could see the argument. However, I can't see the definitive proof that shows that that's not just a potential unleash.
And why did he call it demon magic when all Namekians are now in the lore demons and they're all using normal magic? Like, preface, what is a demon magic and what is normal magic? Because the Namekians have been using that potential unleash magic the entire time.
Yeah, we have no idea how many people have actually gotten hit with that specific hand gesture. And we know that Guru, the fat boy, is not getting up and shooting beams to activate somebody's potential unleash.
He was too sickly.
He's sickly and fucking fat as fuck.
So I would just love him to reiterate and...
Because clearly it changes your genes. And there's not even that. There's other people with dark magics that aren't even demons. Like Baba, and technically, never mind, I was about to say the Eldritch Supreme Kai, but he's a demon, he's blind.
No, you can't say him, because he's a demon. All gods are demons in the Dragon Ball universe. That's something that he didn't say in...
Yeah, you notice he runs around it.
Yeah, that's something that he didn't say, like he didn't just watch the show. It's like Dragon Ball people don't watch the show and understand what the hell what's happening in the show.
No, it's just because I'm assuming...
It's interpretation.
I know, I'm assuming that he just has inactive fans in his audience that aren't actually watching it but asking questions.
It is inactive. Have you... Again, you
It
can
has
pull-
to be inactive.
You can
'cause
pull
they're
up
either
one
that
of the
or
questions.
retarded.
You can pull up one of the questions.
I would have to look for them, and I don't feel like looking through that fucking.
Oh
live stream
man,
thing.
they were retarded.
They were bad.
Yeah.
The GT Super Saiyan 4, I got a lot of questions about this week. People were asking about like the moon and the golden great ape. That only applies to the GT version of Super Saiyan 4. The Daima version of Super Saiyan 4 is triggered by magic. Two different ways of getting the transformation.
The whole concept doesn't make any sense when you think about the Elder Kai.Maybe he's not like a true Glind or Glind.
He was a true Glind until there was an actual witch
Yeah,
that fused with him.
Did he get? Oh yeah, he got fused with a witch.
He got fused with an
got-
actual witch. So it's actual magic that made Gohan
Is that what?
potential
Yeah.
unleash.
Is that how they? I can't remember, but
It was
specifically
in-
that's how they explained the
It
Patara
was
ring.
in Z, yes.
Yeah, I remember now as I'm thinking about it. So he
You can pull up
has.
the clip.
You can't tell me that a demon who is actually considered a god in this universe, casting a spell, unlocking somebody's physical abilities.
Whether or not it's the witch's power or his, we don't know because they're.
It's his because we assume that that's his.
But it's still magic nonetheless.
Yeah, and then no, it's fucking a ritual. It's a magic ritual. It doesn't make any sense in the context of Beast Gohan. Only Beast Gohan has access to that form because
Of
he had
potential
potential
unleash.
unleash.
Dude, there's that, and then all Dragon Balls, every Dragon Ball wielder, that's demon magic. The Dragon Balls are demon magic. Are you gonna say that's not demon magic?
That too, generally speaking.
So
though.
is the wishes that they grant demon magic or not?
That's
Not-
just straight up
don't.
lore that's in Daima,
It's
and I don't
in
know how many
Daima.
people know that.
How are you gonna miss that? It was like a couple episodes back.
It's episode 10.
You could just go and look back at it. And this is the fresh lore, not even going back to Z lore like the elder guy
No, 'cause
was.
it used to not be a thing.
It used to not be a
But
thing.
it just confuses me because fucking he transforms and he has access to it to begin with. And unless Neva, and specifically because we're not seeing Gogeta coming out, unless Neva is sitting there at the end of the fight going to say, you know, I'm going to go rest now. I've expended too much energy, and says, I just can't do that anymore. And
I doubt it. He's a MacGuffin.
I just see Goku leaving and just not being able to properly access it, or
He could just access it. 'cause
he could just access it and choose not to, just like Super Saiyan 3 with Vegeta.
So don't say he's locked behind a a demon. He prefaced demon behind it for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
demon magic. That's dumb because Namekians are still demons, but it's normal magic.
They can do light and dark magic, like Fortune Teller Baba. Geekdom, I believe him, like, pretty 80-20 in the department of I believe him. I believe him because he had the information for, like, years. He's sitting there with Super Saiyan 4 in his back pocket, and I don't know whether or not you would get a script to tell you whether or not somebody's going to say something about a specific form, or some specific detail sheets you may have. I know that in the live stream he had the scans and the sketches, and they matched directly to the animation.
That's the things we couldn't show. Yeah.
So I know that he's accurate. However, based on him not having a maybes or probabilities and being 100% on the concept of it being demon magic, and that's what locks it. Because he's 100%, that's the thing that would make him not get sued, because it's not 100% accurate. Because if it was 100% accurate, Toei would smash his ass.
You can watch the show. You can read the manga.
Why not reference other bits of actual, like, Z lore? Why avoid it?
I have no clue. That would be it.
Yeah, that's about it. And I definitely don't want this to be directly hate towards geekdom. It's just not being clear should be. It should be pretty clear that you should throw in some hard maybes. If you don't want to get sued and
Or sound dumb.
because your theories because you don't know the whole picture, I'm assuming.
He does.
No, I mean specifically the entire picture.
He does.
I don't think he does.
He does.
I just think he knows bits and pieces of the greater concepts. Like I don't know if he had the sketches of Neva
No,
throwing out the beam that will
people have
activate
the
Super
leaks.
Saiyan 4.
No, people have the script leaks.
I don't know if they have those.